Today is Wednesday, it's the 17th of July, it's 2024, and I'm at the Palau Municipal de Sports, which is Son Moix. And you can see from the big sign up there, this is Ayuntamiento territory. This belongs to the town hall, belongs to the people. And it's a sports complex, so we've got everything here, gymnasiums, you've got swimming pools, Olympic-sized swimming pool, basketball court, which is international standard, Futbito, again international standard, and we have a fantastic team here. But brilliant buildings, lots of parking, lots and lots of parking. But that's obviously not the reason I'm down here, because we don't use that part of very much. What we do use is the part in front, and it's quite significant that we are on municipal land. We're not on private land. This belongs to the public, and so does the stadium in front, which is the stadium of Son Moix, which is the home of Real Mallorca. And it is one of those curious situations where the stadium's not actually owned by the club, and so investment has been a bit of a tricky issue over the years. Many suggestions of how to improve it. The original stadium was built, and much of the complex here was built for the Student Olympics some 25 years ago, and it was a great event for the island in terms of getting a lot of new sports facilities. And what left of the main sporting arena became the football ground. Just on the left here, not going to get a great view of it, I don't think, there is a velodrome, which I think actually is quite derelict, because they built a new velodrome since then in Palma, and that's the one they use now. So this outdoor one, I think, may well come to an end and be demolished or refurbished or redone somehow. But the football stadium, coming back to the football stadium, this is where Anita and I walk as we're going to the match. This is where we enter from this side. Our seats are on this side of the stadium, which is quite handy because it's the shady side, and it's the original side that had a roof, so the far side didn't have a roof, so if it rained you got very wet. Now it's got a roof, so you stand a chance of not getting wet. And so this is where we enter and we go to our seats. But over the last 2 years now, I suppose, the football ground managed to get some money, and the blessing of the Ayuntamiento, the town hall, and the whole ground has been refurbished. It's taken a long time. Well, it feels like it's a long time, but it's certainly been well worth it. It's been changed now from an athletic stadium that it was to a football ground, so the fans can actually get much closer within just a few meters of the pitch, which is where the fans need to be, in my opinion. Creates a fantastic atmosphere. So gone has the running track, and the seating's gone right down to the pitch. While they were doing that, on the far side they managed to put a roof in, and the whole stadium has now had new seating. We were actually the last to get the new seats, funnily enough, and for our inconvenience they gave all the socios, the season tickets holders, we all got a free scarf. So that was nice. And this end, which is the south end, is where the ultras are, and that's got a really large stage sort of area, and hopefully in future years we might start to see events going on. So this is where you go in, and we obviously go off in that direction. If you're on the ultras end, you'd be coming down here. You can just get some glimpses of the pitch, which now has grass on it. At the end of the last season, all of the turf was taken up, and it's now starting to look good. We've still got a few weeks left before there's any serious games on there, anything going on at all, so plenty of time for the groundkeepers to sort it all out and make it all just perfect the new season. I think we have been very lucky to have the groundkeepers that we've had who've managed to keep the pitch in such great condition. And now, just looking over there, you can see through the fence. There we are, that's better. At the far end, we've now got a VIP area on the top, which has got a bar area and just 2 rows of seats there. Very expensive. And we've now got some amazing screens, so there's a big screen on that end, and if you look up just above there, there's a similar sort of screen on this side, which they can show replays of the match or keep you up to date with who's coming on and going off. So from the fans' point of view, we're really happy with the improvements that have gone on there. If you are coming and hoping to get a ticket, then there are not a lot available. Most of the seats are going to be taken up with season ticket holders, but here are the ticket offices. They can, of course, and they are mostly bought online. Season tickets holders have had to renew all of their tickets online, and then you can come here and buy a ticket if you come on the day. And don't expect to be able to do that if they're playing Real Madrid or Barcelona and some of the other teams. And if you get them online, then you just print it out, or you'll get the QR code on your phone, and you can just scan that as you go in. If you're looking to get a season ticket, there's still quite a lot left on this side, surprisingly. Quite high up there, I was just looking the other day. And this side does have a bar area and like a picnic area on the outside. I think it's really nice. We don't have that on our side. You can see there all the construction they had to put in when they were building this side and putting up the roof over the top. So this is one of the main entrances, gate number 5 on this side, where you can get in and get out. I have got a video of me going in there when they had the inauguration. And just look here, you can see now they've got this like a picnic area. There's various outlets along here where you can get food and drink, and you can come and sit there and enjoy it. Just looking down here, they've got a little bit of work to do there, just to hopefully get all of that nice and tidied up. There is still a lot of work going on here, and that's really why I've come. It's just to see how the work is going on down the bottom. So my plan is to actually walk all the way around the ground. I'm going down some steps now, and just have a look to see what is going on here. More car parking here, so there is a lot of car parking, and if you arrive in plenty of time, there is never really a problem with the car parks. We've never really had an issue. We park on the other side though, which we'll get to eventually, and I've walked all the way around in this blazing heat. From where we sit in the stadium, we can see the mountains in the distance there. It's really quite pretty. And the first match here will be on the 10th of August. And that's not a La Liga match, it's a Palma Cup match. It's when the team's presented to the fans and they play a reasonably high rated team. So we've got a team from Belgium coming over, and we'll see if we can raise a cup to go with all of the others in the trophy room. And then the following week, that's when the season starts. So around about the 17th is going to be the start of La Liga, and our first home match is going to be against Real Madrid. Would be, wouldn't it? First home match against Real Madrid, and Anita and I are on our holiday. We don't get back until the 19th, and so we won't actually be able to go to that match. So I said the work is continuing, and here we can actually see some of that work. And I believe that this may well be the new sports bar, and this is really quite important for us. We seem to have been lost for the last couple of years of a reasonable place to go to watch the away matches. In the past we have actually gone to the away matches, but since COVID we haven't been, so since 2020. I think the last one was at the beginning of 2020, and then COVID hit and we didn't go to any more, and we haven't been to any since. Not sure whether we will do that again, but we used to come down here to watch the away matches, and they had a bar which was just here at the bottom. Well, they've now done some work on that, and the bar now is now the sports shop. It's now the club shop where you can go and buy your very expensive t-shirt, and it looks as though the Majorca cafe is actually going to be in there. That's where I'm guessing, unless I see something else as I go around, that's where the most of the work is being done. This is gate number 3, and this will be if you're at this end. So this is now the shop, the club shop, where you can buy all of the gear that goes with it. So you get the new strip, which is €85 for the shirt. So our friend Monroe's already been down and bought his. I don't think I'm going to be spending €85 on a t-shirt. If you want to know what it's like, it's similar to the last season, but it's now got black shoulders, and it's still got this sort of stripy design, very similar to another team in Europe. And you can have a name put on, or your name put on. So that's the store, and this is the rest of the club. Nice mural there, and you start looking at it, you can start to see some familiar faces. And here too there's a lot of building work going on. So is this going to be where the new Majorca cafe is going to be? There's going to be something here, obviously. And there is up above there is already the restaurant, gate number 12. So lots of stuff going on here, and I'm not quite sure what the final picture is going to look like, but for the moment this one will do. Quite like looking at this, but hopefully we're going to have a great place to watch the football matches during the away team games. One thing that's really quite strikingly different is there used to be a big fence all the way along here, and that fence is all gone completely. The whole thing has become much more open, and one of the things that they were promoting was the fact that that's what they want Real Mallorca to be, is much more open. Premium club up there. And this is where we used to have the club shop. Now says tickets, so it's another ticket office. So this is all changed completely. So that used to be the club shop there. It's now the little office. And what used to be the office where we could go and buy tickets or sort out our season tickets, apparently that's closed completely. On match days, this road gets closed. I used to park in there and used to go through to the office, which is down there. But I've been told that that's now closed. And I can't actually get through that way, so I don't know if there's going to be a gate open to allow me to get up to the top. So this is like the players' entrance. What the players do before a match is they go to a local hotel, usually either in Palma or in Ilietes, Palmayor, and they'll spend the night together before the match there, and then they'll get on the coach and they will all arrive together, so they don't come in the cars here. So the ground's actually had several names in the past. It's always been Son Moix, but it's now gone back to that name. And the names of the various sponsors that have been sponsoring it in the past have now disappeared for the time being. I guess if they get a better offer, they could reappear. We've still got sponsors' names on the side here. New innovation, if you are new to this or if you haven't been recently, is that there's traffic lights along here, crossings. They didn't exist before. They're a relatively new thing. I've got to walk all the way up to the roundabout there. I don't think there's going to be any gates open, so I'll catch up with you as I get to the top. Well, I'm nearly at the top now. I'm just walking past various courts here for different games and activities, and we're just getting up to the roundabout. The roundabout I know quite well because the lodge is just beyond there. There's several bars and restaurants in this area as well, and the one we have been going to over the past year or two is just around the corner there. So we've been very close to the stadium, but it's not quite been the same atmosphere as you would get if you're in the stadium, and we haven't been able to find another one which equals that, so hopefully we'll get back in there at the beginning of the season. And some of the matches we've just chosen to watch at home just because they're too late at night sometimes, or in the middle of the week. Just turning around here, you can see some of these different courts they've got. These tennis. We have really all through the islands there's great facilities for anyone who wants to partake in different sports. Burger King across the road, and that's a Supercore. It's like a subsidiary of El Corte Inglés. So a supermarket, which again has I think it's got an underground car park. I think there's a Lidl up on the top there. Now hopefully just here the gate is going to be open, and I'll be able to get back into the complex. You can see it is pretty well gated off and pretty well barricaded. This is the car park we usually use when we're going to a match, and then the bar here, quite convenient for us to have a drink before and mostly afterwards as well. Some of the matches don't finish till quite late. We just have to be careful because they like to lock the gate at midnight. You don't want your car to be locked in here. Not many cars here today. At the weekend, it does get very busy. Not just the crowds going to the football match, but the junior leagues play here, and so you've got the parents bringing the youngsters to the matches. So this car park is full at the weekends, whether there's a match on or not. But we've never really had an issue finding a space. It is hot. It's 20 to 1, so we're getting really to the heat of the day. Mad dogs and Englishmen. That's me. Anita will be telling you about all the beautiful flowers, of course. We're in the trees and the bushes. It's holiday time as far as schools are concerned, so I'm not sure if there is any training going on. The pitch over there is pretty empty. It's really too hot to be doing too much of that. And the bar up there, that's where we go before the match and after. The oleander's looking good. In fact, everywhere you go, the oleander seems to do so well. It provides a really good barrier on the motorway with lots of colour. So this bar at the top here is called Terrazas Son Moix, and it looks actually as though it's closed now. It's okay, I can do without that. I did bring some water with me today, so I've got water to drink. I just wanted to show you this pitch here, which is used by the youngsters to play, and not even just youngsters, the older guys as well. And have seen in the past American football being played here. Let's see, there's the yellow post, maybe you can just about see them. I don't think I've ever seen anybody playing table tennis here, but it's available if you want it. And this big concrete building here is the big sports arena, the indoor sports arena, which is where the basketball court is and the futbito. And if they make a mistake, they have a big football match and a big basketball match or a big futbito match on the same day, the same evening, then parking can be an issue. That's not too bad. Quite a few taxis parked up here. It's a bit of a surprise, really. Can't imagine they get much in the way of passing trade. Somebody coming out of the sports complex. Probably more to do with the radio, and they can get called out from here. Well, not a lot of shade along here. It's the door open to the inside. Can't actually see anything, unfortunately. There's obviously something going on. I can hear something going on. I can hear the shouting. inside. And that sort of blends into the next building, which is this one on the end. And this is the swimming pool. Maybe here we can actually see inside, I don't know. Getting a bit breezy too, which is quite welcome. Reflections are so big I can't actually see anything inside there, but that's the swimming pool in there. And the rest of the car park. That's me, I've just now done the full circle. All these cars are parked directly in the sides. I've actually managed to find a bit of shade, so hopefully it won't be too hot. Hope you found the tour of Son Moix, which is not just the football ground but the whole complex here with lots of sports facilities. Hope you found that interesting, and well, look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.